Yeah.
You want to say his name?
Yes, William Sam, 1761 Rena Street, Beaumont, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. How you all? First, let me say thank you for the good job that you're doing, and we really appreciate all the hard work. But I stand this afternoon because I would like to amen a lot of things that have already been said, and to add the importance of it, especially the concern of the streets. But we're going to start with the one with the trash. I have on several occasions went down the street from my place and picked up trash and put it in the garbage cans, where kids have gone out to the street to try to put the trash in the garbage can and can't reach it, and then it just falls on the side and somebody have to clean it up, and don't want it all flying and going into my yard and other people's yards. So I think it's very important that you continue doing what you're doing, and to add police in that thing. I think if the citizens understand the need of that, people taking in their cans, that people can call in, and then you can do what you have to do from that point on. But I think it could be remedied some kind of way. Secondly, I really feel that over the last few years we've done a lot of work in trying to clean up the communities, and especially in my ward where we are now, we've done a lot of work, and we need to maintain that and keep that up. And I would also say that maybe you even need better rules and guidelines for clean community to do their job, because in certain areas people are tending to let it get worse and fall by the wayside, and it's making it harder for us to keep it that way. And so I'm really saying whatever it takes to keep the trash out the ditch. Trash out the ditch and what have you out the streets, and people doing what they're supposed to be doing, that you continue doing that. And so if it means putting guts into a clean community or some type of ordinance to make sure that those things are happening, then we need to do that, because you can see it popping up in various places. People begin to pile stuff in certain areas or behind the house, and the next thing you know, we have a mess, and next thing you know, we got problems. But I'm not going to get into the street because I think you all beat that enough. But I really feel very strongly that you have to do something with some of the local streets and the collector street. I feel like I've been sitting here with this plan in my mind since Time Warner, since 2006. And when I first talked about the street problem in my area. So if we can, and I hope that you can find the money, and we've talked about it, and I'm not going to get into it about the various ways that we've talked about how we're going to improve these streets, but there's certain areas that I think really, really need to be considered. And that other thing that bothers me a little bit is that list we've been talking about. Those streets been on that list for a long time. So when are we going to actually start the work and get started and get it done? So again, thank you for all that you do, and keep up the good work, and I appreciate it. But again, the streets have to, that's bad news. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sam.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Is there any other citizen who wishes to speak? There's not many of y'all left other than staff. How about y'all out? Yes, sir, come on. Oh,
I don't have a pen.
that's okay. Come on up. No problem. Happy to have you.
All right. Glad to be here.
You can just fill out the top, and she can get the rest later.
Hello.
Yes,
My name
sir.
is Gary Taylor. I live at 8725 Brayburn in Beaumont, Texas, in the Amelia area. And a few months back, the public transportation bus routes and all were talked about and discussed. And our neighborhood association had brought a recommendation that we could maybe have a covered bus stop at McLean and Major Drive. There's students that come from the schools there, the elementary, the middle school, and the high school, that ride the bus there at different times. And that area there is, not covered. It's just a bus stop. And what we would like to have a seating area there for those kids. And then there, at our meeting last night, in our association meeting, it was brought up that there are several adults that use that bus stop. So we would like for y'all to reconsider that. And I think we'd talked about it. We'd made the request. There hasn't been anything gotten back to our association on that project. But if you could, we would appreciate that very,
Okay.
very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We can't have discussion on it because it wasn't posted, but the city manager, I think, is going to give us a report
All
on
right.
that.
You'll
Yes.
raise your hand if you'll speak with her, Mr. Taylor. I think we have good news for you. Good.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So if you'll get with Ms. Beadle after the meeting. Thank you. Any other citizen wishes to speak? Okay. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it. And y'all have a great day.